Hi, thank you so much for joining us today on Texas Foodie TV. I'm your host, Melissa Plaskoff. Today we have a really special guest, and I can't wait to introduce him to you. Welcome, George Miller. Hi, George, how are you?
Hi, Melissa. I'm great. I'm great. A little tired, but I'm great.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Well, I know our audience is so excited to learn about all of your amazing products, and you have kind of a backstory behind 28 seasons, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just talk about, we have all of these seasonings here. We have barbecue sauce. We're going to get to all of this, so don't you worry.
Okay.
But let's talk about the name.
The name.
Because it's, I'm thinking maybe it's seasonings, 28 seasons. I don't know. How did you come up with 28 seasons?
Well, some people thought it was called maybe I was a ball player or something like that, the number 28. But what happened was when I got out of high school, I went to New York, and I met my wife that I'm married to now, Sandra. And so what happened was we left New York and came to Phoenix, Arizona. And being a guy who, you know, I try to make my wife happy. I like to surprise her. And she's like, well, I would love to have a restaurant. I said, a restaurant? I said, well, I'm kind of, you know, we're like in our 40s. Isn't that kind of late to start? She says, no. So I didn't tell her that I was going out and do it for her. But I'm proactive, so I went out and started looking at buildings, and I found a location, and I went and secured a little loan. And I called at work, and I said, hey, can you meet me for lunch? She said, yes, I went for lunch. So I showed her the check, and I took about it. Then she said, oh, you did this? I said, yes. She said, wow, I'm just speechless. I said, okay, so we went over.
So hold on, you surprised her.
I surprised her.
With the building, the restaurant, everything.
Right. And she was like, wow, you did all of this? I said, yes. So we was at the building, and we were sitting around trying to figure out a name for it. And I mean, you know, you don't want to take your market and corner it to just like a certain group of people. Just because you're African American, you don't have to say, oh, it's soul food. So she was coming up with different names, and I said, wait, I got the perfect name. She said, you do? I said, yeah, let's name it Restaurant 28. She looks at me, she says, why Restaurant 28? I said, well, you know, I met you back in New York when I was 18, 19 years old. We were dating, but we didn't make it through the dating process. And so I went from New York back to North Carolina, joined the Army for 22 years. And after 28 years, you contacted me, and I says, what better way to commemorate a love that God saw fit to bring back together after 28 years than to make it Restaurant 28?
That's an amazing story.
Yeah.
How many other restaurants have that story? I'm going to go with not too many.
Not too many.
I've never
It's
heard
a true story. It's a true
No,
love
that's
story.
the best.
You know?
Okay,
it's
so
true.
you had your restaurant. You guys are doing great. And you decided it's time for a change. Let's do something different. And someone said to you, hold on a minute.
Right.
There's something special that's going on over there that you may want to continue.
Yeah, we get a lot. People will see me in the stores and grocery market and stuff, say, hey, aren't you that 28 guy? So when you going to open another restaurant? I said, no, I'm not really, you know, I'm now trying to just retire. And my wife retired from the city of Phoenix. So they said, well, we can't find that taste that you had with your food. And I said, well, you know, I have my own spice blend, my own barbecue sauce, my own batter.
Right.
And if you use that, it's just as good as me cooking it. They said, get out of here. I said, yes. So I decided to put my products that made Restaurant 28 what it was. I mean, I was on Good Morning Arizona. I made Best Barbecue 2 years in a row in Phoenix.
Okay, well, hold on. My mouth's watering. I need to know, you brought some of these famous spices and sauces
Yes.
with you. Let's go through. Can you share some information?
Yes.
Okay, so I was reading on your website. People, I mean, the testimonials, you can't make this stuff up.
No.
You've changed lives. And for me, as a mom
Right.
and a wife, it's just not my gift. But guess what? I think you've just changed my life, because now my family is going to think I'm a really good cook.
Oh, yes.
Okay, no, but I was reading the testimonials, and people are saying, hands down, best barbecue sauce they've ever had. And then the spices that you can put them on everything. I won't do it justice. Share with us. Okay, tell us about the barbecue sauce.
Okay, the barbecue sauce. Well, when I first started in the restaurant with the barbecue sauce, I'm from North Carolina, so we use a vinegar-based sauce. And when people come in and they wanted to pull pork, and they looked at it and it wasn't red, because it's a vinegar-based sauce, so it's
Right.
clear. They said, "Oh no, 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 no! This is not barbecue sauce." I said, "Yes, it is." So I had to redesign it and use a ketchup base, but still kept the Carolina vinegar-based taste to it.
Cool.
A little bit sweet and a little bit spicy that complements each other.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay, so then we have a bunch of spices here.
Yes. Let's talk about.
Give me some information.
This is
Yes.
the original.
Okay, so this is the one and only, the
The one and
original. If you're going to buy one product, this is your. Okay, got it.
You don't
right here.
you don't need anything else in your cupboard.
True Love, one spice.
True Love, one
Love it.
spice. You don't
Okay.
need anything else in your cupboard. No iodine salt, no MSG.
Wow.
Because some people are allergic to that type thing. It's a natural 28 different spices in there.
Okay, but this is the one to get.
That's the one to get if you just want to. I mean, it works vegetables, on popcorn, on French fries. You can put it in tomato juice, on pizza. It doesn't have. It takes each item that you put it on in the meat group. If you cook steak, it enhances the steak, brings out all the juices. If you put it on fish, it makes the fish flavorful, and you will say, "Wow, this is one spice, but the fish
It's not
doesn't
like
taste the same."
So basically, but it's not going to all taste the same.
It won't taste
so
the same.
my fish isn't going to taste like
The
my
steak.
steak.
And the steak's not going to taste like the fish.
Perfect.
It just enhances that individual.
So what's the difference with its neighbor, with this one over here?
This one here is spicy.
Okay.
I've had some
Which
people
that
been
would be,
saying,
my husband would love
some
that.
people saying, "Hey, don't you have anything more spicier? You know, that
So
have
that's
some
the
bite."
original with a little oomph.
It's got some.
Okay, got
It's got
it.
some
And these down here.
These are the different sizes.
Oh, okay.
So this is
I love
a
that.
4 ounce. This is the 4 ounce. This is the spicy 4 ounce.
Do people ever? So my mom is so funny. She'll travel with her little spices with her to
Right.
restaurants and on vacation.
I do the same.
You do? So is this
Everywhere we
something
go.
that? So can you order
It's-
it plain and then sprinkle this on it?
Yes.
You know, this is good for holiday too.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm. Listen.
I was at a convention in September, and I always take 2 ounce packs and give them out to people. And I said, okay, the convention center where we was having it, they brought the food in, and I was telling people, listen, try this food, and then here's my little packet, sprinkle on this like you would do that. And they was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I can't believe that one additive changed the whole complexity of
Oh,
the food.
I'm doing a full. I'm so excited. When we finish, we've got some talking to do.
And we have
Yes. Okay. So I want to know about this because our family loves fried catfish.
Right.
We are. I mean, that's kind of our big family get together.
Oh my gosh.
We make. I mean, and I say we. I probably
Right.
just eat it.
Right.
I'm going to go with my husband's doing a lot of the cooking. But guess what? After this conversation,
right.
I'm the hero now. Okay. So how does this work? Why is this different?
The one thing about the batter
Yes.
and the spice,
Yes.
when we had the restaurant, I've always been a person that want hot food, not on the heat lamp or anything. And I needed something that give the food a flavor and a taste, and the fried crispy without having to do an egg wash, a milk, and do all those type things. With this batter, you pour it in a shake bag. You take the fish, or chicken, or whichever one you want, and you season it with the spice. Drop it in the shake bag, shake it up like that. Just take it out and lay it right in
Hold
the
on.
fryer.
Okay. Back up. So you're saying no liquid.
No liquid. No.
Because again, maybe you forgot you don't have any eggs at home. You're out of milk. You're out of that liquid
No.
ingredient. So I can take fish, put a spice. If I want spicy, I can do that.
Right.
Shake
Oh, yeah.
bag, this, done.
That's it. That's it. Beautiful golden brown, crispy. That's it.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah.
What about, okay, so with the spices, obviously, everything tastes delicious.
Yes.
What's your favorite dish? What's your go-to? If you're saying, okay, I'm having people over, I want to enjoy this meal, I want them to enjoy it, but it's kind of my favorite.
Well, there's two sides to that. People that comes to my house will not allow me not to cook fish. They call me Catfish George because the catfish is just so good. I mean, my granddaughter, I'll bring her in this, she's 7 now. And she always, every day, Poppy, make some fish. She just eats catfish. But for me, I love a good steak, T-bone, New York strip, and season it with the spice, and have me a nice baked potato. And I use the same spice and sprinkle on my baked potato with butter and all of that. And for vegetables, I take a veggie melody, and I put a little butter in a saucepan and sprinkle the seasoning on it, and that's it. And you're talking about amazing taste. Oh my gosh.
I can't wait to give you a testimonial because I'm going to do this. We're going
I'm
to have like
telling
a family party and we're going to taste this. We're going to test it out. And I can't wait to see what it's.
You know what's
gonna happen?
So amazing that I'm so comfortable about the spice, because people say, "Oh, you know, I heard this and that," and I just sit there calm and I say, "Okay, I'm not even worried because I know what this product
Oh
does."
yeah, well clearly. I
know
mean,
this
yeah.
product. I
Okay,
mean-
so if I know, look, I've got the inside hookup. You're here, so I'm
Yes.
going to see what I can purchase before
Okay.
I leave today.
Okay.
But if others are interested in purchasing any of these items, whether it's the batter or the spices or the sauce, how do they find you?
On 28seasons.com.
Okay.
And you just go through PayPal and you purchase it. I'm on Instagram. We just really started getting out in the marketplace, but because it's no one else has this, the only way you can get it is through the 28seasons.com.
That's great. And what about on social media? Are you active on social media? Do you have people that are posting pictures?
Yes, I have some chefs that have used my stuff, and I have one of the pictures on the website of some chicken he cooked, and he has my bottle of seasoning and the barbecue sauce right by it, and he sent me a picture. He said, "George, this stuff's amazing." He said, "It's amazing."
Wow. Well, I can't thank you for being here, sharing your story, sharing your love story.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like within each of these bottles is just there's love because you've added it to each of these. You have it this name that's so unique.
Yeah.
And I think it's really special.
It took me 28 years to get the right woman.
Listen, at least you found her.
Oh, yes.
Right?
She's amazing. She's amazing.
I bet. She sounds like
And
she
she's a
is.
good cook. She
Well,
always tell everybody, well, once I got with George, everybody started asking him to cook. I can cook too. And she can. She's a great cook.
Wow.
I had to say that because she'd be like,
Well,
oh.
she'll be watching.
Yeah, she'll be watching.
So.
I want to stay out of trouble.
You're a smart man. See, you know
yeah.
you know how to handle it.
Got to please the ladies.
That's right. Well, I'm excited to please my family because guess what? We're going to be cooking some amazing meals thanks to George and 28 Seasons. And remember, you can go to 28seasons.com for more information or to order any of these amazing spices, batters, or sauces. Thanks so much for joining us for another amazing edition of Texas Foodies, and we'll see you guys next time.